Hello friends, in last lecture we started the factorization by the splitting the middle term. So before I proceed, and let me give you the once again that concept how we have to split the middle term and how we have to find the factors. The first thing that the given expression will be in this form ax square plus bx plus c. That means will be in the form of quadratic polynomial or quadratic expression. Okay, quadratic means here power will be 2. So ax square plus bx plus c. Now, the very first thing that we check that the given expression must be in the standard form. The standard form that means there should be the first term of x square, then second term must be of x, and third term must be of constant. That is the standard form. Second thing we do check that first term must be positive. Okay, after that, what we do, we'll find the factors of a multiplied by c. Okay, that means coefficient of x square multiplied by the constant. And then we find the factors of this, and then those factors we do grouping in twos to get the middle term, to split the middle term. So, let us start some questions. In last lecture, we saw just two questions. Now we'll see some more questions on this. So here is the next question. That is x square minus 7x plus 12. X square minus 7x plus 12. So very first thing, definitely here this is in the standard form, as well as the first term is positive. So x square minus 7x plus 12. Now next thing, we'll find the factors of a multiplied by c, that is 1 multiplied by 12, that is 12. So we can say if the coefficient of x square is 1, if the coefficient of x square is 1, simply we have to find the factors of constant. So here factors of 12 are 2 into 2 into 3 into 1. These are the factors of 12. Now you have to make two groups out of these four factors such that either the sum or the difference of those two groups should be equal to minus 7. So if I take all these together and one as another group, so here I will get 12 and 1. Definitely neither their sum is minus 7 nor their difference is minus 7. 12 plus 1 is 13, 12 minus 1 is 11. So this is not the correct combination. So now I will check this. I will take these two and these two together. So here I have 4 and here I have 3. Now here you can see the sum of these two is 7. Okay, but here I need minus 7. So sum can be written as 4 plus 3, as well as it can be written as minus 4 minus 3. In both the cases, we can say we are adding the number. Only that here it will be plus 7, here it will be minus 7. And in our case, in this question, we need minus 7. So correct combination is minus 4 minus 3. So x square minus 4x minus 3x plus 12. Now from these two, definitely we can take x common. So x minus 4. From these two, minus 3 can be taken common. So x minus 4. Now x minus 4 can be taken common. So in bracket I will left with x minus 3. So these are the factors of the given expression. Okay, so please note it down. Then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. x square minus 23x. See, method is same. Okay, first you have to check whether the given expression is in standard form or not. Then second thing, we'll check whether the first term of the given expression is positive or not. Okay, so here we have x square minus 23x plus 132. Yes, it is in the standard form, as well as the first term is positive. So we can start directly. Now, next thing that we have to find the factors of 132. Now, here it is little bit, I won't say difficult, but here it is not possible to write the factors directly. So we have to follow this method. Okay, so here factors of 132 are 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 11. Now you have to find the correct combination to get minus 23. So if I say these two are together and these two are together, so here it is 4 and 33. Now 4 plus 33 is 37, but here it is 23. 4 minus 33 is actually it will be 29, negative or positive depends on whether I am doing 4 minus 33 or 33 minus 4, but in both the cases definitely we are not going to get 23. So so here it is 12 and 11. Now their sum 12 plus 11 is 23. Yes, their sum is 23. So it is the one of the correct option. Now it is also possible that someone checks like this 22 and 6. Okay, but this is also incorrect combination, because their sum is not going to be 23. So here this is the correct combination. That means I have to take 12x and 11x. Now here it is minus. So if it is minus, definitely we have to take these two as negative. One thing more, see, I also told you these two groups, uh, product of these two groups must be the product of first and last. So here product of these two is positive. First and last, product of first and last is positive. It means this 12 and 11 must be of the same sign, either both negative or both positive. So here we'll take it negative because we need sum as the negative. So here I do write x square minus 12x minus 12x minus 11x plus 132. Now it doesn't matter, even though if you write minus 11x then minus 12x, ultimately their sum should be minus 23x, their product should be the product of first and last, that is 132x square. Okay, now here we have to take common. It is very easy to find common from these two, so I took x common, so here it is x minus 12. Now sometimes it is little bit difficult, or it is little bit time consuming, that what should we take common from the next two. So in that case, definitely you must know the factors of this, then you can find what is common. This is the one way. Another way, what you can do, see here common is x minus 12. Now whatever common we'll get in the next bracket, that must be equal to this, isn't it? Then and only then it is possible to factorize further. So definitely I know the after taking common, this should be in the bracket. So if you are not getting over here that what should be taken common, so do one thing, do write this first. Okay, I wrote x minus 12 first. Why? Because I know here it should be x minus 12 to make it factorize further. Now here x minus now I will go in the reverse direction. I do check what should I multiply in this x so that I get minus 11x. So answer is simply minus 11. If I multiply minus 11 with x, I will get minus 11x, and definitely minus 11 multiplied by minus 12 will be 132. Okay, if you are checking here whether the sum and the product is according to the rule or not, by default here you will get common. Okay, so this x minus 12 is common in these two. So if I take x minus 12 common, here I will get x minus 11. Okay, x minus 12 I took common, so x minus 11. So these are the factors of the given expression. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Now next question is x square minus 21x, x square minus 21x plus 108, x square minus 21x plus 108. So again, first of all, we do check whether it is in standard form or not. Yes, it is in the standard form. Okay, as well as the coefficient or the first term is positive. So these two checks are okay. Now we'll proceed. Now for to solve it, to factorize it further, the first thing that will multiply the factors of a multiplied by c, and as I told you that if you find the coefficient of x square is 1, which is over here it is 1, so we'll just find the factors of the constant 108. So let us see what we'll get if we find its factor. So to okay, so factors are 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 1. These are the factors of 108. Okay, so now we have to arrange these factors in two groups such that either their sum is 21, sorry, minus 21, or their addition is minus 21. Now, one thing that I can definitely say, see here a product of, see, whatever those two factors or whatever those two groups will be, their product must be x square into 108, that means 108 x square. So that means their product must be positive. Now to get the product of two quantities positive, both terms either should be negative or both terms should be positive. So if I take both term positive, I won't get minus 21x. So here one thing I can definitely say, two groups that definitely we'll get with very shortly must be negative. Okay, that means we have to add them with minus sign. So let us see. See if I take this 4 and over here 27. So 27 minus 4. Actually here I have to add. Okay, that we already got. But still if you are getting confused, do both things. 27 plus 4 is 31. 27 minus 4 is 23. In both the cases you won't get 21. So this is incorrect combination. Now let us say I took these three together, it is 12 and 9. Now 12 plus 9, yes, 12 plus 9 is 21, as well as 12 nines are 108. That means their product is what we need as well as their sum is what we need. So here I do write x square minus 12x minus 9x plus 108. Okay, minus 12x minus 9x plus 108. So here x is taken common, x minus 12, minus 9 is taken common, x minus 12. Okay, okay, here I wrote it directly because as here it was x minus 12, definitely here we'll get x minus 12. If you want to check it, minus 9 into x, minus 9x, minus 9 into minus 12 plus 108. Now it is very easy. Now you can take x minus 12 common, and over here x minus 9. So this is my final answer. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Next question is 40 plus 40 plus 3x minus x square. Okay, so very first thing that we always do check whether it is in standard form or not. No, this is not in the standard form. So we do write this in the standard form. So first we do write whatever is the given. Then in next step, I do write first the term of x square as it is minus, so I wrote minus x square. Plus 3x, so I wrote plus 3x, then plus 40, so I wrote plus 40. Okay, this is the one thing. Now, second thing, that the first term should be positive. Here the first term is negative. So now I will make it positive. For that I will take minus sign common. Here I do write x square minus 3x minus 40. Okay, we discussed earlier, then whenever we take minus sign common, we do change the sign of each and every term within the bracket. Okay, so now further this will remain as it is. Now here again I will come to the same thing. That means now I will find the factors of a multiplied by c. As over here a is 1, that means coefficient of x square is 1. I will find the factors of 40. So factors of 40, however I know these factors, it's very easy to find, but still I am doing over here for your better understanding, that if you don't know to find the factor directly, you should follow this method. So here factors of 40 are 2 into 2 into 2 into 5. Okay, 40 is equal to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 1. Okay, now again over here you have to make the two groups whose sum or difference. Now over here, if see definitely by taking the different set of groups I can identify which one is the correct one. But one thing that I'm getting from here directly, see here the product, whatever those two factors will be, their product is negative, should be negative, because product of those two terms should be the product of first and last term. And here we can see the product of first and last term is negative. As the difference, sorry, product is negative, it shows definitely one among those two must be negative. That means they should not be of the same sign, because if they are of the same sign, the product won't be negative. So here one must be negative, one must be positive. As well as we can conclude one more thing, here difference is negative. That means among those two groups, definitely the larger one must be negative. Then only difference will be negative, isn't it? So now let us find those two groups. So if I take these 1 as a single, 2 as a single, and remaining, so 2 and 20, definitely their difference is neither their difference, that is, see, we already concluded definitely we have to find the difference. So we can skip the addition over here, but still if you are not getting clear with the concept of sign, do check both the things. That means do check addition as well as difference. So addition is 22, difference is 18. Neither it is 18 nor it is 22. That means this is incorrect uh, combination. So now if I do these two, so 4 and 10, again it is incorrect because their sum is 14, their difference is 6. Now if I do in this way, okay, I took these three, that is 10, and over here it is 4. So this was the same. Okay, so now if I take these three together and these two, it is 8 and 5. Yes, 8 minus 5 is 3, and we know the difference is minus 3. That means larger quantity must be negative. Okay, also we can say if I do 8 minus 5, I will get 3. Okay, so definitely I have to do minus 8 plus 5, and if I add them I will get 13, which is not possible because here I am getting minus 3. So what I mean to say, that there are more than one ways to identify that which two terms are the perfect combination to split the middle term. So here it is x square minus 8x plus 5x minus 40. Also, before I proceed, definitely I do check. Yes, their sum is minus 3x. Their product is minus 40x square, which is the product at first and last. So here if I take x common, here I get x minus 8, and if I take 5 common, again I will get x minus 8. So my final answer is x minus 8 minus of x minus 8 x plus 5. Okay, with minus sign. Now what about this minus sign? So I can keep this minus sign as it is, but this is advised, and this is as one of the unsaid rule, that we generally do not keep the minus sign outside. There are some cases in which we have to keep this minus sign outside, but over here, see, whenever you find one of the bracket has opposite signs, okay, for example here it is x minus 8, here both have the same sign, so we'll multiply this minus sign over here. Now many of you may have this doubt that we have to multiply this minus sign within this bracket as well as in this bracket. No, see over here, suppose you have 2 into 3 into 6, then definitely you multiply only 2 with 3, you won't do 2 into 3 2 into 6, isn't it? So these here are in multiplication, so if I'm multiplying with this, I won't multiply with this, so I'm multiplying this minus sign with this. So and we know that whenever we multiply with minus sign within a bracket, what we do, we interchange the sign of the terms which are within the bracket. So here actually it will become minus x plus 8 and x plus 5 remains as it is, or we never do write the first term as the negative. So what I will do, I do write 8 minus x into x plus 5. Okay, so this is my final answer, 8 minus x multiplied by x plus 5. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, so next question is x square plus 5x minus 36. X square plus 5x minus 36. Okay, so here again we have to proceed with the same thing. First of all, we do check whether the given expression is in the standard form or not. Yes, it is in the standard form, as well as we can see the coefficient, that means the coefficient of first term is positive, or simply we can say first term is positive, so we can proceed directly without making any changes. So now next thing, that we have to find the factors of 36. Why I am finding the factors of only 36? Because here it is 1. Okay, we will also see the question in which we will find over here either 2 or 4 or 19 or whatever. In that case you have to multiply these two and then you have to find the factors. Okay, so don't get set in your mind that we have to find the factors of only this constant term, because over here coefficient of x square is 1, that's why it looks like that we are finding the factors of only 36. Actually we are finding the factors of a multiplied by c. Okay, so here it will become here 18, then here it will be 9, then now it is divisible by 3. So these are the factors of 36. That means 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 1. Okay, 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 1. Okay, so now we have to arrange these terms to get sum as 5 or the difference as 5. So here again I can say sum must be, difference must be 5. Why I am saying difference? Because over here again the product is negative. Product and first of last is negative, and product of two quantity is negative only if the sign of the terms are opposite. That means one will be positive, one will be negative. Also the middle term is positive. That means among those two terms, the term which is greater must be positive. So over here, if I take this 2 and these all together, so here what I will get, 2 multiplied by 18. 2 and 18. Definitely their sum is neither 5 nor minus 5. Okay, so this is incorrect combination. Now I take this 4 and 9. 4 and 9. Yes, it is the correct option. Because here difference will be 5 if I take 9x minus 4x. So here I do write 9x minus 4x minus 36. Now from first two we can take common x. So here I will get x plus 9, and from these two if I take minus 4 common, here again I will get x plus 9. Okay, so x plus 9 and x minus 4. This is the final answer. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now next. Next question is x square minus 22x plus 120. X square minus 22x plus 120. Okay, x square minus 22x plus 120. So let us see its solution. So definitely it is in the standard form. Okay, as well as the coefficient of first term is positive, or in other words first term is positive. So simply we'll start by the by finding the factors of constant term, which is 120. So here factors will be in this way. We'll find the factor. Okay, so 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. Okay, now what we need, minus 20. Now over here this time product is positive. That means both term must be negative or both term must be positive. Okay, now as the sum is negative, it means both term must be negative. But again I am saying, if you are not able to identify this with the help of sign, be least bother, just find the correct combination which gives you this sum as 22 or the difference is 22, and then later on definitely it is easy to decide the sign. So here if I take this 2 and 2 4 and this, so 4 30, 4 and 30, definitely you won't get 22. So we'll neglect this. Now next, if I take these three, that is 8 and 15. So 8 and 15, it is 23. So this is again incorrect combination. Now if I say this uh, okay, this, okay, first and last if I take together, and remaining 3 if I take together, so 10 and 12. Yes, this is correct, because 10 plus 12 is 22. Now we'll see. uh, See, I say said that 10 plus 20, 12 is equal to 22, definitely. But what I need? Minus 22. That means add, but with negative sign. So I will take this. That means 10 minus 12. So here I do write x square minus 10x minus 12x, okay, minus 12x plus 120. Okay, so x is taken common, x minus 10. Okay, over here minus 12 is taken common, x minus 10. Now from these two I can take x minus 10 common, so this gives me x minus 12 over here. So these are the factors of the given expression. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Next question is 51 minus, sorry, plus 51 plus 14a minus a square plus 14a minus a square. Okay, 51 plus 14a minus a square. So let us see its solution. 51 plus 14a minus a square. Okay, so here this is not in the standard form. So how to solve this? Think for a while, then I will give you its solution. Okay, so first of all, we do write this sum as it is, then I will try to make it in the standard form. Standard form, that means first there should be the term of square. So here I do write minus a square, then plus 14a plus 51. Okay, now second thing, the first term must be positive, or in other words, coefficient of first term must be positive. So here it is minus a square, so I'll take minus sign common. This gives me a square minus 14a minus 51. Okay, now here it is 51. So next thing, I do find the factors of 51. That is divisible by 3 actually. Okay, 17. So there are only two factors. Other than 1, there are only two factors, 3 and 17. So it is easy to find the correct combination. Either these two and 1, so 51 and 1. Definitely you won't get 14. So 3 and 17. Now 3 plus 17 is not the correct option because it is 20 and here we have 14. So 3 minus 14. Now 3 minus 14 or 14 minus 3 depend on the sign. So sorry, 3 minus 17, not 14. 3 minus 17 or 17 minus 3. So we will go for this because we need negative. Middle term is negative. 3 minus 17. So here I do write minus of a square plus 3a minus 17a minus 51. Okay, minus 51. So this gives me, so from here I can take a common, so a plus 3. I can take a minus 17 common, so again a plus 3. Now if you know the table of 17, it is clear 17 3s are 51. So here I can take minus 17 common. So ultimately here I will get a plus 3 and a minus 17. Okay, a plus 3 multiplied by a minus 17. Now as I told you, we generally do not keep minus sign in this way. Okay, so also whenever if there is a term which in which the sign are opposite, then definitely we do not keep minus sign outside. So now I also told you this, either I multiply here or over here, it's the same thing. So here I will multiply with minus sign over here. So this gives me a plus 3. Here it will become minus a plus 17. Okay, we also know whenever you multiply with minus sign, we'll interchange the sign of the terms within the bracket. So here it is a plus 3 and over here it is 17 minus a. So this is the final answer. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Okay, next is x square minus 55x plus 750. X square minus 55x plus 750. Okay, so definitely it is in the standard form as well as the coefficient of the first term or first term is positive. So now next we have to find the factors of the constant term, that is 750. So let us see how to solve this. Okay, so factors are 2 into 3 into 5 into 5 into 5. 750 is equal to 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5, 5 and once again 5. So I'm giving you time. Think that which two groups is going to give you minus 55. Okay, then I will give you the solution. Okay, so let us see. If I say this 2 into, okay, if I say this 3 into 5 and these 3, if I take together, so it is 15 and 50. So their sum is 75, sorry 65, but we need 55. So this is incorrect combination. Okay, now if I take these two 5 along with these 3, okay, and remaining 2, that is 2 and 5 together, so 25 into 3, 75 and 10, 10 and 75. So again their sum is 85 and difference is 65. So this is again not the correct combination. So now if I take these 3 together and these 2, so here I will get 30 and here I will get 25. Yes, 30 and 25, their sum is 55. But I have to take both as the negative. So x square minus 30x minus 25x plus 750 is equal to, okay, so now from these two I can take x common, so x minus 30. Now it is little bit larger value, so you might get confused that what should we take common. However, it is easy. This is 25 and 75 is actually 25 into 3. So here I can say if I take 25 common, definitely 30 will left over here. But still, if you are not able to take common directly, you should understand that whatever you take common, after taking common, you should get this x minus 30 within the bracket. So I'm writing x minus 30 over here. Okay. Now I will think what should I multiply in this x to get minus 25x. So definitely my answer is minus 25. Okay. Because minus 25 into x is minus 25x, as well as minus 25 multiplied by minus 30 is 750. So x minus 30, x minus 25. This is the final answer. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now next question is x square minus 45x plus 324. Okay, so two things that I can assure that this is in the standard form, first thing. Second thing, first term is positive. That means no need to make any changes. I can do write it as it is now. After that, you have to find the factors of 324 and you have to make two groups so that the difference or the sum is minus 45. So think for a while, then I will give you its complete solution. Okay, so let us see how to solve. First, we'll find the factors of 324. Okay, so 2. Okay, so factors of 3, 2, 4 are 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. 4 times 3, 2 times 2. Okay, now think for a while once again if you are not able to find the factors. So here I gave you the factors. Now think that how you split these terms to get minus 45. Okay, so if I say these two and these all, so here it is 4 and 81. Definitely not a correct option. Okay, now let me say these three, that is 12, and over here this one. Um, their sum is 29, 39, but we need 45. Definitely, if the sum is not equal to this, difference cannot be equal to that. So now next combination, if I include this up to this, so this will become 36 and 9. Yes, this is the correct option. Okay, because their sum is 45. 36 plus 9 is 45. Okay, so this is the correct combination. So here, okay, one thing I skipped, this is in the standard form. So here I do write x square minus 36x minus 9x plus 324. Now here definitely we need to check whether the product is the product of first and last or not. So let me see that. Yes, it is correct. Okay, also it is positive. So we are getting exactly the product as well as the sum. Now from these two I can take x common, so x minus 36. From here I can take minus 9 common, so x minus 36. Now this x minus 36 and here x minus 9. Okay, see here I directly wrote x minus 36. I didn't even check whether the product of these two will be this or not, because here it is x minus 36 that I am sure, and just right now I check the product is this. That means I confirm these two terms are correct, then definitely this will give you the correct answer. So these are the factors, final factors. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, next question. X square, next question is x square minus 27x plus 176. X square minus 27x plus 120 plus 176. Okay, so here again this is in the standard form, as well as the first term is positive. That means we have to find the factors of 176 to split the middle term. Okay, so let us see. I'm giving you the factors, then I will give you time to split it in a proper way. So 176 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 11. Okay, so now think for a while that how you will get minus 27, then I will give you its solution. Okay, so uh, suppose I take these two and sorry, these three and these two, so it will be 8 and 22. Sum will be 30. Difference is definitely less than 30, but here we need 27. So this is incorrect combination. Now suppose I take these all, so here it will be 16 and 11. Yes, their sum is 27. So this is the correct combination. So here I do write uh, x square minus 8x minus 11x plus 176. Now from these two I can take x common, so x minus 8. From these two I can take 11 common. Okay, before I proceed, let me check one thing more. Definitely their sum is minus 27. Now their product. So okay, here I wrote 8 by mistake here. Actually it should be 16. Okay, so see, when I check, then I get to know ki over here I committed a mistake. Okay, because 11 into 8 was 88, and here I need 176. Then I get to know actually that it is 16. So this uh, product gives you also one information whether you are going in the right direction or not. So over here, let me check the product. First of all, sign, this is negative, this is negative, so product must be positive. Yes, the product of first and last is positive. Product of these two, 11 into 6, that is 66, 6 carry, 11 into 11 plus 6, that is 176. Yes, the product is also correct. That means the product of these two is the product of first and last. So here I took x common, x minus 16. Here I can take 11 common. So definitely I will get x minus 16. So ultimately it is x minus 16, and this is x minus 11. So this is the these are the final factors. So please note it down. Then we'll see the next question. Okay, next is, let me see, the next question is 306. Okay, let me check the question. Minus x minus x square, minus x minus x square. So okay, so here first of all, this is not in the standard form. So first we do write it in the standard form. That means first we do write the term of x square, then term of x, and then the constant term. Now also over here the first term is not positive, so we'll make it positive by taking minus sign common, or I can say minus 1 common. So this will become x square plus x minus 306. Okay, now we have to find the factors of 306, and then we have to check that which two groups gives you 1x. So let us find the factors of 306. So here it will be, okay, so here factors are of 306, factors are 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 17 multiplied by 1. Okay, so now definitely we have to find the different groups to get the sum as 1 or the difference as 1, whatever. So think for a while, then I will give you its remaining solution. Okay, so if I say these two are together, so 6, and these two, all three, 51, but obvious incorrect, because we need sum as 1. Here neither the sum is 1 nor the difference is 1. Okay, now suppose I take these 3 and these 2. So here 18 and 17. Yes, their difference is 1. 18 minus 17 is 1. Also it is positive, but obviously you have to take the greater one as the positive and the smaller one as negative. So here it will become minus of x square plus 18x minus 17x minus 306. Okay, so minus sign remains as it is. Now from these two I can take x common, so x plus 18 minus 17 common, so x plus 18. Okay, now from these two I can take x plus 18 common, so here I left with x minus 17. Okay, and as I told you earlier that we never keep this minus sign. We always try to not to keep this minus sign outside, and especially whenever we have a expression in which sign are opposite to each other. Okay, so we'll take this minus sign over here. So this I can write x plus 18 minus x plus 17. I also told you that we never start a bracket or the first term of the bracket as the negative sign. So here I do write it x plus 18 and over here it is 17 minus x. So this is my final answer. So please note it down. Okay, so in this lecture we saw how to find the factors by splitting the middle term. So before I finish this lecture once again, let me tell you all the things once again, very short. In short, first thing we do check that the given expression should be in the standard form. That means it should get start from the x square, or if the variable is y, then it is y square, then x, and then the constant term. Second thing we do check that the coefficient must be of the first term, coefficient of the first term must be positive, or in other words we can say first term must be positive. Then we do find the factors of a multiplied by c. In all these questions we only multiplied got the factors of c because a was 1 in each and every question we saw today. The coefficient of the first term was the 1, that means a was 1, so we got the factors of only c, that means constant term. And then after finding the factors of the constant term, you have to find two groups in such a way that their sum must be the middle term and the product must be the first and the last term. And then by splitting it, by taking common from first two and next two, we'll be able to find the factors of the given expression. So that is all about this lecture. Now in next lecture we'll see the same thing, that is splitting the middle term only, but we'll see that sums in which the coefficient of the x square won't be 1, it won't be unity, either it will be 3 or 4 and whatever, it won't be 1. So till then, bye, thank you, take care, stay at